Hello everybody, how are you all doing? So, this is a model I've had a while, and it's quite a rare one. It's the first Techno model I have bought. It's a model I've wanted a long time. Like many people, who's a fan of Benetton, pretty much everyone, and I grew up watching F1 in the 90s. I think I had a Scalextric track, well my friend did, well, we all have Scalextric tracks. What I mean is my friend who had a Scalextric set, he had like 1990 season F1 models. One of them was the 1990 Benetton, so that was so cool. So anyway, this is a model from my childhood, and I like Nannini and Piquet. They were drivers I liked, and then Moreno stepped in this model, didn't he, when Nannini had his accident? But yeah, a cool model. Piquet won 2 races, Suzuka and Adelaide in this car. It's actually the Monaco GP spec, which Spark and Tecnomodel seem to like doing the Monaco spec, even though Piquet didn't win. But nonetheless, this is it. Now, it's a bit interesting because when I watched the 1990 F1 season again, I watched all the races again, the highlights and full races. I couldn't quite believe how good 1990 was. I kind of forgot a little bit because it's known for having that second to last race start crash between Senna and Prost deciding the championship. It's a bit of a season that's forgotten about, isn't it, because of that? But up until that point, the 1990 season, I thought, was one of the best. You had a really close battle between McLaren and Ferrari, and Benetton were up there as well. And you had a Lacey and the Tyrrell. It was a really good season. Really good looking cars. But yeah, my point I was going to make was, having watched the season back on TV, the green on the Benetton seemed a lot lighter. So I thought Techno models messed this up by putting the green on the model too dark. But then I've seen photos and it looks like this. So it's very hard to decipher the actual accurate green. But anyway, here's the model now. I'm a little bit disappointed. It is quite bland, but I think it's one of Tecno models, earlier models. And the problem with the 1990 models they are going to be quite bland because they didn't have much detail back then. But it doesn't have an aerial on the front nose cone, so that's a bit of a downside. But and also the wheel doesn't have any decals or valves or things like that. But anyway, I'll show you around the model. So, like the 1990s and the 80s as well, I'm a big fan of the Benetton liveries. They had by far the best liveries. That there is no doubt. Benetton sportswear. So yeah, it's a really rare model. It's 122 of 130. Tecnomodel are quite known for not making any of their models, and they're quite expensive for what they are. It's a basic diecast model. Like, you wouldn't say it's anything special, really. It's a model I might sell if I could, get someone to put a Piquet figure in it. I would, because let's face it, Piquet had a really cool helmet design, and it would really make the model a lot better. But yeah, I think the model would be worth keeping in a collection if you could get a Pico figure. Because I think that it would help lift the model, in my opinion. It's a little bit too bland and basic. If you could add a photo etch aerial to it and a driver figure, maybe some, you know, the decal stickers to the tyre, the actual tyre tread, where a brand new set of tyres have those data stickers on. You could add that to it, and maybe some decals to the wheels, the wheel make. I'm not sure who it was. I have to research that, but things like that, and then the model's massively lifted. That's what I would do, but I only convert models decals wise. I'm not talented enough to actually make a painter driver figure. But yeah, anyway, I thought I'd show you around this model. I've had it about 6 months, I think, and as I'm doing some at the moment, I thought I'd show you around. Anyway, thank you for watching. Comment if you like the 1990 B190 Benetton. Tell me what you think.